Look, I think we have a legitimate difference of view, and I think that it's not only my own concerns. I think that the real concerns in the region, whatever is stated publicly, is such that if Iran is given this free path to the bomb, a deal that doesn't block Iran's path to nuclear weapons but actually paves it, what will happen is that this will spark a nuclear arms race among the Sunni countries in the Middle East, and that would have a nuclear-armed Middle East. I think that's a global danger. I think it's very, very bad.
All right, joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Michael Ledeen is back with us, Freedom Scholar at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, columnist at PJ Media, of course, great historian. And Doctor, hope you're having a great holiday. Thank you. Welcome back. Let me ask you about this. You wrote a great piece, Obama of Arabia, faster please, which I want to get to in a second. But first of all, you know, this deal isn't a deal yet, but what we've seen leaves so many questions. And for Dianne Feinstein to react to Benjamin Netanyahu by saying basically he should shut up because he's going to turn people against him, you know, and for Barack Obama to say this is a dream come true or a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, what planet are they on?
Beats me. I mean, there's no deal to begin with. It's an agreement to keep talking about a deal that someday may happen or not. We'll see. The next deadline is June. But here, nothing serious happened. I think Zarif was entirely right when he told the Iranian people, look, there's nothing formal. Nobody signed anything. There's no legal obligation for anybody to do anything. But the great powers of the world recognized our right to renew our right to enrich uranium, and said yes, they're going to take sanctions off and all of that. That's about it. So various expressions of future intentions, and we keep on talking.
I'm sorry. I want you to listen to Barack Obama talking to Thomas Friedman of the New York Times over the weekend, and boy, this statement really bothers me and should really alarm the people of Israel. Listen to this.
Our defense of Israel is unshakable. I would consider it a failure on my part, a fundamental failure of my presidency, if on my watch, or as a consequence of work that I've done, Israel was rendered more vulnerable.
Not just a strategic failure.
And I think that's not just a strategic failure. I think that would be a moral failure.
All right, so in other words, if Israel were to be attacked by Iran with nuclear weapons and maybe destroyed, or 4 million people dead or whatever, he'd really feel bad about that.
Yes. Yes. So how come he's threatening to go to the United Nations and stop vetoing anti-Israel resolutions, if that's the way he feels?
Well, so, talk about the analogy to. I guess one of your friends, this all started, one of your friends were talking about Obama's pursuit of this deal with Iran as Laurentian.
Yeah, it's Laurentian. It reminded us of Lawrence of Arabia, this wild passion, this romantic attachment he had to Arabs. And so he kept on trying to strengthen them and help them and work with them and all of that. And it never worked out because that's not what they wanted. And here it is. Obama has been running after Iran since 2008. During the presidential campaign, he dispatched his first secret back channel to Tehran, Ambassador William Miller, and to tell the Iranians that when Obama was in the White House, things were going to be wonderful, things were going to improve, and they should prepare for this. And now we're 6.5 years later, and things have not improved, except from the Iranian standpoint.
Right, Doctor, again, I think we talked about this last time. We have a minute and a half. How does a president of the United States get away with negotiating any kind of deal? Let's say they got the best deal ever on the nuclear aspect. We have 3 hostages they're still holding, including a Marine. They're helping Hamas reinforce the tunnels that were destroyed by Israel as they prepare for another attack against Israel. They took over Yemen. You know what they're doing. How do you justify having any kind of deal that doesn't address everything?
Yes, and we're now the Iranian Air Force in Iraq. We're bombing targets on behalf of Iranian forces fighting in Iraq. So we're in the bag for Iraq. Ditto in Yemen. We didn't oppose the Iranian invasion of Yemen and this whole operation that's going on in there. And our support for the Saudis, frankly, is quite lukewarm. It's a lot less enthusiastic than our support for the Iranians in Syria and Iraq.
Yeah, and none of it is accidental. Doctor, always great to talk to you, sir. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks.
All right, Dr. Michael Ledeen. When we come back, Tom DeLay, former House Majority Leader, folks, he will join us. Lots to talk about. Don't go away.